Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Rajati from We All Learn Today. So today we are going to discuss about decision making in C. So simple if, else if ladder, nested if. These are some decision making statements. So first we have to know what's control structure or control statements. So control statement or control structure is divided into in three parts: decision making statement, iterative statement, jump statement. So in decision making we have two statements. One is if, other one is switch. So in the if statement we have many multiple forms like if, simple if else if later, or nested if. So next one is iterative statement. We can call this as a looping statement or iterative statement. Both are same. Okay. And in this iterative statement, we have three statements: while, do while, and for. And next is jump statement. Jump statement we have break, continue, and go to. So in this video, we are just focusing on the decision making statements alone. And further we will discuss, and next video we will discuss about looping and jumping statements. Okay. So first decision making. So decision making is divided into two parts. We already discussed, right? So if statement and switch statement. In the if, we have subdivision like simple if else if, and nested if. If else if is nothing but else if later. We can call this as a else if later. And next, we have to know what is decision making. Decision making structure requires that the programmer specifies one or more conditions to be evaluated or tested by program, along with a statement or statements to be executed if the condition is terminated to be true, and optionally other statement to be executed if the condition determined to be false. So this is the flow. And next, these are the some statements and the descriptions of the decision making. The first is if statement. An if statement consists of Boolean expression followed by one or more statement. And an if statement can be followed by optional and else statement which execute one Boolean expression is false, which is nothing but 0. This is if else. Next is nested if. You can use one if or else statement instead of another if or else statements. Next, switch statement allows a variable to be tested for equality against a list of values. And next is nested switch. You can use one switch statement instead of another switch, which is nothing but if you want to use one within another means that is called nested. We can have a nested if, nested for, nested switch. So first we have discussed about simple if. So simple if statement, if the expression returns true, then the statement inside will be executed. Otherwise, statement inside is skipped and only the statement outside will be executed. So this is the syntax and this is the execution flow diagram. If, condition, and the block of the statement. If the condition true means condition block of the statement will be executed, or else it skip the condition. So this is the example of simple if. As usual, header file and the main function, and after that we have declaration part and we have assign a value, and here we are using if statement. See, if x greater than y means x is greater than y will be printed, or else it will be skipped. So next we have to move on to the if else. If the expression is true, the statement block 1 will be executed, or else statement block 2 will be executed. Statement 1 will be skipped. Okay. And this is the syntax and this is the flow chart. If the condition true means true block will be executed. If the condition false means false block will be executed, which is nothing but statement block 2. So next we have the corresponding example for checking odd or even. See, if number is modulo division 2, it is divisible by 2 means it produce the value 0 means it's an even number. It It's not 0 means it's an odd number. So this is the if else. So as usual, header file and the main function, and then declaration part and value assigning part. If, conditions, printf statement, and else we have another printf statement. Next is nested if. We have used if condition, if else condition inside the if block. Okay, so this is nested if. This is the syntax if expression, and if the expression is true means, and again check the if expression 1, and if the expression 1 is true means statement block 1 will be executed. If the statement expression 1 is false means statement block 2 will be executed. If the first expression will be false means it directly go to the statement block 3. So this is the syntax, and this is the flow chart of the nested if. So this is the example. See, so for as usual header file and then main function, the declaration part, we are going to get 3 values, and then checking conditions if, and I think the red color mark which is outer loop, and the blue color and green color highlighted is the inner part. Okay. So next is else if ladder, or if else if expression 1 and statement block, and else if state expression 2. If you want to check multiple conditions means else if ladder will be very helpful. This is syntax. This is the corresponding flow chart. So this is the example. So else if ladder, if the example is as usual header file and the main function, I'm just getting a value of a from the user, and I'm going to check whether the given value is divided by 5 or divided by 8. Okay, so if the condition, first condition will be checked, if given value is divided by both 5 and 8 means it is divisible by both 5 and 8 will be printed, or else it will again go to the, if the condition true means it will check another condition. This is the else if ladder. We can check multiple conditions. So next we have to check whether the given number is positive, negative, or 0. So if the condition greater than 0 of the, which means positive number is less than 0 means the negative number. If it is not less than or greater than means obviously we know it's a 0, right? And this is the find greatest number by using the if else if. So we are using and logical and which is nothing but logical operator. We already know, right? Logical and logical or logical not. These all the things we are discussed in the operators video. So if you forgot means you will go back and just see the video. Okay. And if conditions, I'm just checking 2 conditions by using the logical AND gate. Okay. And corresponding statement, and then else if, again I will give the condition, and again printf statement. This is the example of else if ladder. So next we have to remember some points. So in if statement, a single statement can be included without enclosing it into curly braces. Int a equal to 5. If a greater than 4 means printf success. See, so if the statement have only one statement means there is no need of using curly braces. The curly braces is no need. If you are using the curly braces means that is no wrong. Okay, but if you are using the single statement means there is no need to give the curly braces, and no curly braces are required in the above case. But if you have more than one statement in if condition, then we must enclose them inside curly braces. The curly braces is only exemption for the single statement. If you have more than one statement means you have to use curly braces, and double equal must be used for comparison in the expression of if condition. If you use single equal, the expression is false. Okay, for example, single equal is used for assigning value, double equal to only for the comparison. And next, other than 0. So comparison in the expression if condition is consider as true. If you are giving anything, if you don't want to give check the condition, you are directly give any values, like if 27 means it consider as true, other than 0 all is considered as a true. So automatically the printf value will be checked. And next is switch statement. So when you want to solve multiple options type program, use switch case. Switch statement is a control statement that allows us to choose only one choice among the many given choices. The expression is in switch evaluate to return an integral value, which is then compare the values present in the different cases. It executes the block of code which matches the case values. If there is no match, then default block will be executed. So this is the syntax: switch an expression, and the given expression is compared to the each case of value 1 and value 2. If it doesn't match, means directly default case will be executed. This is the syntax, and this is the flowchart for the switch case. And we have to know some rules for using the switch case. The expression after switch case must yield integer value. That is, expression should be an integral or a variable or an expression that evaluates an integer. The case label values must be unique, and case label must end with a colon. The next line after the case statement can be any valid C statement. And these are some points we have to remember. We don't use those expression to evaluate switch case, which may return floating point values or string or character. Break statement are used to execute the switch block. It isn't necessary to use break after each block, but if you do not use it, then all the consecutive block of code will be executed after the matching block. And default case is an execute when none of the mentioned case in switch expression. If you doesn't match anything, means directly default will be executed. The default case can place anywhere in a switch case, even if you don't include the default case. Switch statement works. So nesting of switch statement are allowed, which means we have use switch statement instead of another switch block. However, nested switch statement should be avoided, as it makes the programmer more complex and less readable. So better switch nested switch concept is here. It's a present, but better we have to avoid the complexity. And this is the example of the switch statement. See, case 1, and every case is ended with a break. So I hope you like this video. If you have any doubt, means you can comment me below. Okay. So thank you. In this session we are discussing about decision making. It's completely all if statements and the switch statements. And my next video is about looping. Thank you. Thank you for watching.